We are working on my son's wardrobe, his spring and summer wardrobe, and I just wanted to show you a couple tips on how I have been creating a capsule minimalist wardrobe for my son, and maybe you could apply it for your own kids. So let's go ahead and get started, right? All right. So first up, just a little preview of his little wardrobe right now. This is not all of his clothes, but it's what we're going to work with. He has some dirty clothes that we'll have to work with too. Alright, and this is what he's wearing right now. And that shirt is a 4T. And how old are you going to be?
5.
5. So the 4T stuff, we're trying it on to see if it's going to fit him this summer or if it's time to get rid of it. So this is how we have decided to determine if it's something we're going to keep, okay?
Okay.
All right, ready? Lift up your arms. Oh, there's a belly. All right, put him down. All right. Now we're going to try on a 5T tank top and see how the difference is on him to determine. Okay, so here he is now with the 5T on. And we're going to do the same thing. Lift it up. Lift up your arms. There we go. No belly. Put him back down. And it's got a nice little sag there, which means that he'll be able to wear it all summer. All right. All right, well, he was ready to go outside, so I got him to participate for a couple of minutes, and that was a success. So basically, though, the way that I've been cultivating a capsule, even minimalist wardrobe for my son, it's been years in learning. Like he said, he's about to turn 5 this summer, which I just can't believe, but as we've gone through the years, I've just been so overwhelmed with how much laundry he produces. And I was just like, there's got to be a better way to do this without having so much laundry all the time. And one big adjustment that we did make with him was getting him to re-wear his play clothes multiple times throughout the week, even if they are muddy and they're dusty and dirty or grass stains, whatever. We have him wear those clothes okay, this is the play outfit that you've chosen for the week, and unless it just gets sloppy gross, you're gonna keep wearing this for several days this week, to the point where now I think we've gotten him down to 2 or 3 play outfits, maybe 3 or 4, but that to me is all right, if you're wearing 2 play outfits, you have a pair of pajamas, you have your essentials with socks and underwear, maybe an over layer, and maybe a nice outfit that you want to wear when we go out somewhere, or you have an outfit for lounging in the house. Those are all things that have significantly reduced the amount of laundry that I am doing just for one child. I mean, he can literally produce his own whole washer load if I didn't create this capsule and minimalist wardrobe for him. So I'm gonna, again, just kind of show you what he's got going on in here and how I have organized his clothes. And if you missed my video on my capsule and minimalist wardrobe for the spring, I'll put that in the description so you can check it out. Same rules kind of apply, but one rule that I do for myself now actually came from doing it for him first. And that rule is dividing his clothes into nice clothes, like lounge clothes for the house and then play clothes for when we go outside and he's playing in the yard or he's playing at parks. And then he also has, you know, his basic essentials like pajamas and underwear and stuff. So I'll kind of show you that now. So actually, before I show you the organization, I wanted to show you some of the dirty clothes. And what I mean by we let these clothes get dirty, like that's getting pretty dirty. Let me brighten that up. That's getting pretty dirty. It's gonna actually have to get rinsed off before we wash it. Yeah, these pants, these are play pants. Those got pretty dirty. These shirts are like covered in, you know, mud and could probably even be worn a little bit more before I do a load of his laundry. And these were like some of his nice pants that he wore to church the past 2 weekends, and they are starting to get a little dirty. I don't really like him to wear like dirty clothes to church. And I don't really like his nice clothes to get too dirty, like these pants. So I will wash his nice clothes before they get too dirty. That way the stains don't set and they can always like be preserved for nice occasions. So I just wanted to show you guys that, what I kind of meant by the dirty clothes, how we let them get pretty dirty, the play clothes, before we wash them. So we're going to start with his nice clothes. Like he has 2 t-shirts. He had 3. Actually, he had more, and I'll show you what we decluttered just now before he went outside. But we're reducing his nice clothes just because he really only wears the nice clothes to like church or maybe when we go out to like a nice outing or something. So he doesn't need that many nice clothes. Like it's okay for a kid to wear the same nice clothes on repeat. You know, 2 pairs of shorts that are a little bit of a variety for him, and then 2 pairs of shirts that are variety, but they also coordinate with the shorts. These are a pair of pants we'll probably end up having to get rid of because they're size 4, but they still fit him for now, and as we transition into summer, I'll probably just get rid of them anyway. I'm not going to cut these into shorts because they are nice and I think a child could use them as is. And then this is a sweater that he has that he just uses for church because it's been a little bit chilly still. Okay, moving down, he's got 2 sets of PJs. Honestly, these are probably going to be too small for him because they are a size 4. They fit him for now still though, but we will probably end up passing those along. And then these are another pair of PJs. I like these ones better even because they're 100% cotton. So I think they're going to be really breathable for the summer, whereas these are a blend. And honestly, my son's been a huge champ with like his clothing because even these boxers have been well worn way past their age. So we'll have to end up getting him some of those, like a new pack of boxers too. Underwear and socks are one thing that I especially have like a lot of because he does change those pretty much every day. They end up getting muddy or, you know, I want them to be fresh every day, so those get changed out every day. And now we're getting down into his play clothes. I like for him to have some kind of layer. So this is, again, 100% cotton. He's had this for a couple years where he's just like grown into it more, but it still fits him. So we're going to hold on to that. And then these are the tank tops that we've decided to keep for him for now. These are play tank tops, so it's okay if they get dirty. This is actually one that I made into a cutoff for him so that he could still wear it. And it had stains on it anyway, so we just made it into a white cutoff. And yeah, that's already 3 for the summer. So I think he's going to be good on tanks. And then he has 3 t-shirts. So he's like set as far as play shirts go, in my opinion. But for his dress shirts that I just showed you, we might end up getting him like 1 button down short sleeve with collar, maybe 2 at the most, so that he can have like nice t-shirts and nice button downs for the spring and summer. And then finally, these are his play shorts. You could see that his play pants were already dirty, which is why they're not in this in his drawer right now. But he has 2 play shorts, the one that he was wearing, and then these ones, I actually cut these ones. They were pants originally, but I cut them because they just kept ripping at the knees even though I kept sewing them up, and I just decided it would be better to stop sewing them and cut them, and he loves wearing those. And then a pair of basketball shorts that we just thrifted. They were like $3. And that's it. I mean, he has another pair of basketball shorts, so those will be fine. And then the 2 pair of play pants, and then the 2 pair of play shorts. And I forgot to mention, he does have 1 pair of swim trunks and a pair of goggles. The swim trunks he has had for 2 years now, and they are size 5, so I expect them to last us through another year. And finally, these are the clothes that we went through and we're deciding to get rid of out of his spring wardrobe. We already went through his winter wardrobe and decluttered some of those clothes. But this is what we decided because they are just not going to fit him. As much as I love these pieces and I'm going to miss them, they just don't fit him anymore. Or they're not going to fit him throughout the whole season. So we'll just declutter them now and put them in the yard sale or put them out for free. I'm a huge believer in kids' clothes being for free as much as possible. And yeah, just continue to let his wardrobe be what it is and grow as he grows, but these are gonna go. And finally, we're at his shoes. He is wearing his mud boots right now. They are also his winter boots. We got them for him at the end of winter this year because they're mud boots too, so I wanted him to have the muddy boots for the muddy spring. And I always order shoes bigger than his feet are, so maybe sometimes too big, but he ends up being able to wear them for like a year, which is maybe not great for his foot development, but I'm just kind of like, well, we can always put like socks in if it's that bad, or we can return them and get him a better size. But the boots that he has, they're comfortable. If they don't make it to next winter, that's okay because he has gotten a lot of use out of them. They have been perfect for him to play in the mud. The other pair of shoes that I got him are these like Croc style shoes. They're actually 10 Little, which is a great barefoot minimalist shoe brand for kids. They have a high quality and they're just really good for supporting kids' shoes as they should fit their feet, with like the wide toe box and being more flat and barefoot style, but they're still thick enough that he doesn't like, step on anything dangerous and hurt himself. Again, I ordered them a little bit bigger, but he hasn't complained of them at all. He had to break them in, and you can see they are getting a lot of use already. These are nice for the summer because, like, when we go to Hawaii to visit my mom, they're perfect for the sand and the beach. Water shoes for river play, even just on rainy days. when it's warm and rainy, he can wear these, let his feet breathe. These tennis shoes, I got him like, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. So he has gotten some good use out of these. Again, barefoot minimalist style, wide toe box. I forget the brand of these ones. I'll have to look those up again. But these were nice because he could do them himself from the very beginning of getting them. And he still likes them a lot, but they are starting to wear out. He was telling me they have holes in them. I don't see that happening yet, but they're definitely starting to wear out. They've gotten a lot of good use, and it's nice for him to have tennis shoes so that he can like go on runs and play basketball and sports and stuff with his tennis shoes. So 1 pair of tennis shoes, 1 pair of like sandal summer shoes, and then 1 pair of boots. The one thing that I would get him for like the winter, so this doesn't really apply right now, is some slippers. So, I mean, for a kid, having like 3 to 4 pairs of shoes, I would say that's pretty minimalist. This is pretty capsule because he can just wear it with anything that he has in his closet right now. And that's what we're going for. And then finally, the other thing he has is a hat and those glasses, and we'll probably end up getting him a brimmed hat for summer, but those are his like work sunglasses, so they're kind of combo. So that really is it as far as creating a kid's capsule and minimalist wardrobe. It's very doable, and honestly for me it has been really necessary to reduce the load of laundry that I'm doing, reduce the amount of like feeling overwhelmed at times with like having clothes all over the house. That was another kind of thing that we kind of are working on, is picking up your clothes, putting them in a designated spot, like identifying for yourself slowly but surely what kinds of clothes are dirty, like really dirty, go in the dirty clothes now, what kind of clothes can be worn again, put them in your designated spot so that clothes just like aren't all over the place. But reducing the amount of clothes in general has helped to reduce how many clothes get scattered around the house. And then doing those little things, testing to see like how the clothes fit, if they're going to be able to wear them further. I really don't go based off of size. What I do go off of is based off of like how it feels and how it's fitting and looking. And then for me, something that's important too is the material of the clothing. So I do tend to look for kids' clothes that are 100% natural materials. If I can't find that, because I do a lot of like thrift shopping with clothes for kids, then I will make sure that the majority percentage is natural material. But I am really trying to work at making him also have what I want for my own wardrobe, which is like a almost 100% natural material clothing. And that's it. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you can move forward with confidence now with your own kids' wardrobes, especially if you have multiple kids. I could completely understand why creating a capsule wardrobe, something that they can wear, something that goes effortlessly together, and then creating a minimalist wardrobe, something where it's just like they don't have so many clothes. I mean, there are so many days when my son comes in his room, looks at this whole wardrobe of clothes and says, I don't know what to wear. And that to me is like a huge indicator that he's feeling overwhelmed by all of his options. He's feeling overwhelmed by you know, just like how we feel overwhelmed by the options and by like too much. So when I hear him saying that over and over and over, I know that it's time to do another declutter. It's time to get rid of the clothes that don't fit anyway, the clothes that aren't working anyway, and just hone in on the clothes that he really loves, that he really wears all the time, and that fit him. So thanks for joining us today. I hope it was fun even to get a little bit more of a glimpse of my son and get more of a glimpse of how I operate as a mother when I am working with him, as just applying the minimalist lifestyle that we are trying to cultivate as a family. We'll see you in the next video, and thanks for joining us again today. Be sure to check the description for that other video, and as always, God bless.